Hi, this week's video is what wisdom can a 65-year-old bloke pass on to people? I thought I'd just explain a little bit about um, why I've started my blog. Over the years, I've always wanted to have a website and just produce content of different types. I've tried affiliate marketing, I've tried all sorts. But this particular website, I got to I am 65, and I was just doing a lot of research on all the information that I've studied and learned and read about over the years, and I thought I've got so much stuff in my brain that could be useful for people on a practical level. I know on YouTube you've got the gurus and you've got this and you've got that. Well, the idea of my blog and my website is that I'm just a Sparky, and if I can do it, you can do it. And a lot of people don't think that they've got enough uh, life experience or creativity or whatever to even try making their own website. Well, I'm telling you that you can. So part of the wisdom and the life experience that I have will be encouraging people, one, to live a balanced life. Personal growth is important, um, like, being fair, the faith aspect. My faith in God has got me through a lot of trouble, and out of trouble. um, but and stories of travel. And I thought, well, why can't I just have a 65-year-old bloke website? Why can't I just put all this information online for people? My children live on the other side of the world, and we're not in contact, unfortunately, just now. So maybe they would like to watch, and when they have their children, they could show this is what your granddad looked like if they ever get to that stage. So there's a lot of wisdom that a 65-year-old bloke can add to people's lives. So my blog, I'm not trying to build a YouTube channel as such. All I'm doing is highlighting people, sending people to my blog. So this week's um, blog post is there's 12 topics in there. So as an introduction, you don't need to have life all figured out to be able to pass on your experience and your wisdom. Another thing, don't waste too much time worrying about what people think. I've done that many years. It doesn't get you anywhere. Look after your body. As a Sparky, and you people that are tradies or work in the building industry, and understand, or if you've played sport, um, the old demon liquor can get in the way. That affects your mind and it affects your body. Drugs affect your mind and your body. Incorrect eating. I remember trying to play really good sport up in WA years ago, and we'd have a 2.5 hour training session. Then I'd just go and have a beer and chicken and chips. No. You've got to think better than that. So looking after your body, especially in your earlier years, think ahead. Think ahead to the future of where you want to be. Have a laugh. Money is useful, but it's not the whole game. Freedom's the game. Financial freedom, personal freedom, that's what you're after. Not so much money and all the toys. All right, invest your money wisely. Choose your friends carefully. Really important, that one. Choose your relationships carefully as well. Don't be afraid to start again. Really important. Unfortunately, I've had to start again a number of times in my life. And I'm just passing it on that you can succeed, you can get ahead. And yeah, excuse me. Say sorry when you're wrong, and don't put off things that matter. So these are just some of the titles for my blog post this week. It's titled, so it's colethompson.com, and then what wisdom can a 65-year-old bloke pass on. I'll put the link in the bottom of the video here, but I just wanted to produce this a little bit longer, give a little bit more explanation of why I'm doing this. A lot of what I'm writing was for myself, self realization, and to just reflecting on where my life is and who I am as a person, just going forward. Because I used to be able to retire at 65. Unfortunately, I have to keep going for another couple of years. Um, so I think it's important to have um, something else, either a hobby or a sport or collect stamps or play bridge or do something. At our age, this age, you need to have a something. And my website and this little venture, play experiment on YouTube is my uh, desired future, especially the blog. You know, I love working on the website and producing content. Hopefully that will be good for people. So anyway, that's a little bit more about me, a little bit more about my blog, and yeah, have a great week, and I'll see you next week.